Hi everyone, I'm Candace the Shaman.
And I am Spirit Medium Jenn.
Here is a mini clip of our episode. If you would like to watch more, you can click on the link below.
Don't forget to like and subscribe for more amazing videos from our podcast. Love that.
And you realize you're not alone.
Yeah, it goes back into what you were talking about at the beginning of this energy of Mother Earth, of this collective heaviness. Like it all is coming full circle here. Is you can kind of feel the closing of the energy as well, closing up this time, but also going back into that space is it's naturally part of who we are. And this is understanding all of this is our true essence.
Yes.
And those who maybe are drawn into looking into the path of being like a yogi, or someone who wants to do Buddhism, someone who's really devout to Christianity, someone who's really called into the Galactic family and wants to learn more about that. Maybe there's this calling inside of you that's like, this is the time for me to learn this. This is the time. And when we can honor that, when we can get back down to the roots of where we came from, of who we are, of how humanity lived off of the land, didn't rely upon all different kinds of pharmaceuticals, which there is amazing perspective and that does bring in a lot of goodness, but there's also plants. There's also a lot of things that we've kind of forgotten. We've taken ourselves to live in the land versus to live on the land versus to live in the land or to live with the land.
And in harmony.
So many are being called back into that space. And so knowing that Mother Earth is here to help transmute that energy. And the best thing that we can do is to fully embrace this human journey, to move our body, to be outside, to dance, to laugh, to have fires, to listen to music, to be here. Because when we can play here, we can connect in to our higher source, the high council, the galactic family, to our ancestors, our angels, our higher powers. When we can do all of that, the thing that helps us stay stable, where we don't get lost in the upper realms, is for us to embrace here. And as light workers, as spiritual teachers, it can be so hard to want to come back down to this dense earth when we're working in such light spaces. But we came here to be human. We came here to embrace the earth, to do rituals of the earth, to collect berries, to dry flowers, to use them in rituals. And this is part of who we are. This is part of what we came here to accomplish. And when we can find the healthy balance with Mother Earth and that honor, and when we can say, hey, I'm feeling very overwhelmed today, I'm going to go lay in the earth. I'm going to go dig in the dirt. I'm going to imagine all my heavy energy being transmuted into Mother Earth. We're not polluting her. She came here. Her purpose is to help us navigate this human journey, but she's actually using that energy and she's transmuting it into soiling the earth, into bringing up what we need. And so, of course, we've talked about the upper council. We've talked about the goodness, the upper realms, but it's also good for us to remember, hey, we are here to be human. We can tap into this amazing experience, but we have to transmute it. We have to bring it back down to make it logical. And I love how in the past, you're like, I'm a practical mystic. If it doesn't resonate, if it's not bringing forth change in my physical body, in my physical space, then I don't need to focus on it. But what we're saying is this can be real. This can really help you remember who you were. Maybe you were part of a galactic family and you never felt like you fit in. Well, maybe that's something to think about, but not just to focus in on that where it's like, oh, I want to go back to that because you came here for a purpose. What did you come here for? Why are you here? What are you supposed to be embracing? Not supposed to be, but what can you embrace? What can you experience? Because ultimately we are here to experience it all, but also to be remembered and to be awake yet present. Yes. And so I just hope that in this podcast that you really were able to get a feel for that, to open up your perspective to more, but also to have this new vigoration of life and integrate it into your human journey, which is going for a walk, which is dancing, which is hip thrusting movement, to really bring us back into this space and back into the sacred movement of why we're here, because we only have limited time with this meat suit. Are we enjoying our meat suit, or are we cursing our meat suit? Because that's a huge part of it too.
Thank you for watching Modern Sages. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.
We are so grateful for your support. We have an Instagram account as well as on Facebook. We have our podcast, which is the Modern Sages podcast.
And we are so excited to launch our Gifts of Spirit classes in our Modern Sages Mystery School.
Absolutely. Oh, we're so excited. So we're going to link the information below in the show notes for more information about our mystery school.